There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Sanders' first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
25-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Throwing on second down. Mariota, his throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. Third down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Mariota. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing to do. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Check 50. Check 50. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Run for Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Pollard. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
That's good.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Mariota now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Pollard. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mariota able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run with Pollard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a give here to Pollard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
For the field goal, a 20-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
25-yard line.
the Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They go play action. It's Rosen. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A quick pass out to Juju. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39.
So even though it's first down, try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it this time. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Ball carrier.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Yannick Ngakoue on the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2.
Shotgun snap, and then to give to Sanders. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Number 10.
A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 39, Mariota throwing the out route and complete. That's Lamb.
Mariota's pass complete to CD.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Switch. Bang, bang. One. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch the safety creep. One.
Pollard going to try the right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. On play action, Rosen. Pass incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
You can't block me. Watch out. 36.
On 1st down, Pollard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Here's Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. To throw is Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Play action here with Rosen. He'll buy some time right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Buccaneer 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Jonnu Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hold. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. CeeDee Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
At the 25-yard line, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Able to slither by. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, alert. Check 52.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Bucs, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, despite the loss here, was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And now we'll wait to see what the future holds for them this January. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.